how's it going, guys? Simple Duck here, and today I want to take a little bit of time to talk about patch 5.3. Now, I'm sure you guys know by now that this coming Tuesday, which would be Tuesday, May 21st, patch 5.3 is going to go live. At least that's what Blizzard said. We'll see if they decide to post it or put it off, but pretty likely that it's going to come out tomorrow, the 21st. Just wanted to take a little bit, talk about some of these Shadow Priest changes, and kind of give you my thoughts and what I plan to do with it. So, let me go ahead and get into it. Alright, so first up here, obviously everybody knows about the resilience changes and all that stuff, so I'm going to leave that alone, because that affects everybody. I want to talk about just Shadow Priests. Now, the first thing that I wanted to get into real quick is Vampiric Embrace. They are changing that for Shadow Priests, but based on what the patch notes say, it's only going to affect 25 player raids. I don't think it's going to affect any battlegrounds or anything like that, so don't worry about that. They fixed a bug where Glyph of Mind Flay's movement speed increase wasn't stacking properly, so for those of you who use that glyph, it should work correctly now. But the two major changes for Shadow Priest that I want to get into is going to be Mass Dispel and Void Shift. Now, first up, I'm going to talk about Void Shift. Void Shift has had its cooldown decreased to 5 minutes, down from 6 for Discipline and Holy, not for Shadow. For Shadow Priests, our cooldown has gone from 6 minutes up to 10 minutes. And for all specs, it's no longer usable in arenas and rated battlegrounds. You can still use it in regular battlegrounds, but arenas and RBGs, out of luck, guys, out of luck. So, Void Shift is going to be coming off of my hotbar. So, that spell no longer exists for me. I'm getting rid of it. I've already started playing without it, just to get used to it. Now, that gets me into Mass Dispel. And it's going to kind of work. I'm going to work into the glyphs here a little bit too, but I want to talk about Mass Dispel first. So, Mass Dispel no longer dispels magic effects that are normally undispellable, like a Pally Bubble, Ice Block, that kind of stuff. If you're a Discipline or Holy Priest, the cast time is now 0.5 seconds. If you're Shadow, it's still 1.5. Now, what most people do is, right now, the cast time on Mass Dispel is 1.5. You glyph it, and it goes down to half a second. They changed that glyph. Now what they're doing is, since Mass Dispel no longer dispels Pally Bubbles and Ice Blocks, the glyph is going to give you that ability back. So for a Shadow Priest, you can use the glyph, so you can still get down Pally Bubbles and Ice Blocks, but it's going to be a 1.5 second cast. Now, here's my opinion. I think that Blizzard is... I think what they're doing is they're trying to change the role of Shadow Priest. I think what they want to do is they want Shadow Priest to be more of a damage-focused class rather than a support role. In the past, Shadow Priests have been off-heals. We've been the ones who take down the bubbles, dispelling other classes, all that kind of stuff. And I think what they're trying to do is push us more toward that damage role rather than a support, and let the support role rest with Discipline and Holy, because those are more of the support specs, so let them do it. And I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. I think it's okay for me, because it gives me something else I can focus on. It's going to change our game a little bit, which, after playing Shadow Priest for so many years, it's kind of nice to have a little change of pace every now and then. So, I'm okay with that. But what am I going to do about that glyph? Leave a comment for me down below. Let me know what you guys are planning to do. Are you going to run that glyph of Mass Dispel, or are you going to run something else? Me, personally, I am going to not use it. I am going to be a Shadow Priest who is not going to be using Mass Dispel on mages and paladins. I think because they want that shift in roles, I'm going to go along with it, at least for a while, and I'm going to see how it works. I want to get rid of that, because if a paladin is running and you're slowed, or they're at kind of like the edge of your range, It's very difficult to land that mass Dispel when it's a 1.5 second cast. They can easily get out of that circle, and I mean, you got to hit it just right. And you know, let's face it, if you're in a battleground, which we all know I mostly do battlegrounds, it's not really that big of an issue. In arenas, yes, it's going to be a different story in arenas. That will make it very difficult in arena. But what I'm going to do instead is run something like the glyph of prayer mending. Something that will give me something more defensive. It'll give me something in return. Rather than being able to go offensive, I'm going to try and do something a little defensive, because let's face it, in 2s, Shadow Priests get the crap beat out of them. We are the first target every time. No matter who we're playing with, everybody tries to kill the Shadow Priest, so I want something that's going to help offset that. Now, I think going with a healing glyph like Prayer of Mending is going to be something good. You could do Glyph of Renew. That one would work as well, but that's what I'm going to try first. I'm going to try going with Prayer of Mending and see what happens. And I do plan on doing another video sometime this week to let you guys know what I think about it and how everything's going, but that's what I'm doing for now. So, like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of these changes, and what are you planning to do to play in the next patch. Are you going with the glyph? Are you going to change it up? Give me your thoughts. I just want to kind of get a feel for where everyone's at, and if you're still happy with the class. Do you think that this is something that's going to actually break it, or is it just something you got to get used to and you're going to continue playing? Me, I'm going to continue playing. I've played through the good, the bad. This is just one of those times that you got to stick through it and see what you can do. So, yeah, that's all I got for today. So, until next time, guys, take it easy.